When you look at the sheer scale of our global food system, it relies on massive, mechanized operations designed to keep billions fed. But this diagram highlights a surprising vulnerability. Between 20 and 30% of all global agricultural yields depend entirely on an external, natural mechanism for pollination. That mechanism is the honeybee. We rely on an insect weighing a fraction of a gram to secure the stability of our global crop supply. To pull off this ecological heavy lifting, a honeybee colony operates as a hyper-efficient factory. To understand how human survival relies on this single species, we have to tear down that factory and examine the uncompromising architecture inside the hive. Within a single colony, the population is divided into 3 distinct castes, and there is zero overlap in their daily duties. At the top is the queen. She is the sole fertile female and the biological engine of the entire operation. She lays up to 2,000 eggs every single day to replenish the workforce, while maintaining strict control over the hive using a chemical called queen substance. On the opposite end of the spectrum are the drones. These male bees have a singular purpose: mating. The system is brutally efficient. Drones either die immediately after mating, or if winter approaches and food gets scarce, they are driven out of the hive to starve. That leaves the workers. This is an entirely female labor force that handles absolutely everything else required for survival, from nursing the young to defending the gates. The evolutionary success of the hive relies on this extreme division of labor. The individual bee is highly expendable. The efficiency of the colony as a whole is the only thing that matters. This schematic breaks down the physical body of a worker bee. You can think of her anatomy as 3 perfectly packed toolkits, engineered for highly specific tasks. The first toolkit is the head. This houses a sensory array featuring 5 eyes, 2 compound eyes for detecting motion, and 3 simple ones for judging light intensity. It also features a proboscis, acting as a long tube to extract nectar. Next is the thorax, the center for locomotion. Here, 2 pairs of interlocking wings attach to the body, along with 3 pairs of legs. On the worker bee, the hind legs feature specialized pollen baskets for transport. Finally, we have the abdomen. This section holds the digestive system, the wax-secreting glands, and a modified egg-laying tool that workers deploy as a stinger. Every physical component of the worker is meticulously engineered hardware, designed from the ground up to support the colony's broader supply chain. So how is this biological hardware actually manufactured? The colony follows a highly precise 4-stage metamorphosis. It starts with an egg deposited in a vertical cell, which hatches into a larva fed on nutrient-rich royal jelly, then transitions into a pupa that spins a cocoon, before finally emerging as an adult. This timeline shows how the manufacturing speed changes based on caste. The hive biologically prioritizes getting a new queen fully active in just 16 days. A worker requires 21 days, and a drone takes 24. Once a worker bee emerges, she has a fleeting 6-week active lifespan. Over that month and a half, her duties shift based strictly on her exact age and the internal development of her glands. During her first 2 days, her sole job is cleaning empty cells. By day 3, her internal glands activate to produce royal jelly, turning her into a dedicated nurse for the larva. Around day 12, her wax glands kick in, and she becomes a builder to construct new combs. By day 18, she steps up to guard the hive entrance and fan her wings to regulate the internal climate. Finally, from day 21 to 45, she leaves the physical hive behind. She becomes a forager, flying miles away to harvest nectar, pollen, and water, working continuously until her body simply breaks down. The worker bee operates as a highly adaptable labor unit. Her entire biological clock is programmed to seamlessly transition tasks in perfect sync with the shifting demands of the hive. When we zoom back out to look at how humans interact with this system, we split our focus into 2 areas: apiology, the scientific study of the biology we just explored, and apiculture, the commercial management of these tiny factories. That commercial management provides crucial income for rural agriculture because of the secondary materials the hive generates. The bees produce valuable beeswax, nutrient-rich royal jelly, and a powerful natural antibiotic known as propolis. Then there is the primary output, honey. Chemically, it is a highly acidic, low-moisture superfood packed with fructose, glucose, and antioxidants, complete with natural medicinal properties. Because of that unique chemical makeup, honey acts as an eternal natural preservative. If it is properly sealed in a container, pure honey literally never spoils. It can remain perfectly edible for centuries. These incredibly organized insects are irreplaceable ecological heroes. Their internal, ruthless efficiency directly secures the global agricultural yields we rely on every day. Understanding their highly structured world is the first step in ensuring they stick around to protect ours.